In this video, I will demonstrate how to apply for a Ghanaian passport, either a new one or for renewal. So first, let's type Ghana Embassy into a Google search. And this should bring us to this page where we have the website of the embassy. We click on that. And straight, it should bring us to the main website page. You can close any pop-ups that show. Then you scroll down to Visa and Passport Application Portal. So we click Apply Now. Then we come to the main application website or page. And here there are several options that you may want to consider, but we are interested in passport application. So from here, we go to Apply Now. And we should have a few instructions here, the passport application steps. And then we have the requirements, which basically are the documents you need to provide at the time that you're submitting your payment slip to the embassy. And then we have the application fees. So this basically is in two forms, depending on the number of pages you want. If you want 32 pages or 48 pages, the fees vary. So you want to check that before you pay your processing fee. Then next, we look at the mode of payment. So here we have the deposit, that is the bank deposit. And this you have to pay in the bank, not through internet banking or ATM deposit. You need to pay this in front of a cashier and take the payment slip. Or you can do the Forex transfer as well. So please do not transfer this by internet transfer or through the ATM. It has to be in the banking hall.
Please carefully read the passport application requirements. Also note that currently the mission does not offer express or expedited passport services. We do not also accept cash or mobile payments.
From there, we can just continue to the main application process. And in here, we have the application type, and that's basically why you're applying for the passport.
And in case your passport is missing, you need a police report and affidavit to be attached.
And then the application priority is the number of pages you want. If it's 32 or 48, I'll go for 32. And the type, we usually have ordinary, except that you are a diplomatic officer or you have some special service you're rendering. We just choose this. And then your cell phone number. So if you're in Korea, we input that. And then the email address, you can just put in the email address, but your active email address. So I'm going to put my active email address and repeat that email address. Next, we select a photo. So I'm going to go through my picture and select a photo.
When uploading your passport size photos, please do not use emojis or full pictures. It must be a passport size photograph of yourself.
And you can do this on any device, a laptop, a PC, or a phone. So you don't have to necessarily use a computer like I'm doing. And you select the application center Seoul. Maybe in the future, if there are more, you can select the one that you want. So we go to next. And then from here, we enter our personal details. So here you enter your surname.
For a change of name on the new passport, you must attach a legalized copy of proof of change of name, either by affidavit or gazette publication.
Let's choose our date of birth. The year, I'll go for 2009, and that should be fine. And then the gender, I'll choose male, because it's a male voice. The city of birth, I'll choose Accra, but please choose the city in which you were born. And then the country of birth, mostly Ghana. Nationality, we are Ghanaians. Marital status, I'll choose single, which one best describes you. The height, I'll choose 1.8 meters. And then color of eyes, I'll choose brown. Color of hair, I'll go for brown as well, but choose what is, and if you have any visible marks on your face, either a tribal mark or something like that, please feel free to key it in here. Then we go to next. Here we have your address, mostly your residential address in Korea. So I'll enter mine. I'll enter my Incheon, and then just anything there. And for Korea, our address are usually the same as the postal address. So I may want to just copy and paste the same. And the suburb, I am in, I'll just go for Hagik-dong, which is the small area that I am in. Then for the city, it's in Incheon. Choose that. Country of residence is Korea, of course. Then the postal code is 5 digits. You want to enter that, and then your phone number. Okay, then we go to next. Here is your occupation basically. So what do you do? The previous one. And then if you have any of the national ID numbers, you can enter them. And if you have any formal education, yes, then you enter the details. But for simplicity, I'll go for no. So here you have your family details, your father. So your father's full name, you put it here. So father name. And then if it's living, yes, nationality, probably Ghanaian, postal address. I'll use, that's a Ghana address. So just go for this one. If you have the new address, it's better to key in that. In the residential address, I would use same. You can use the PO box as well for the postal address. And then for hometown, I would just go for just any of that. And then because your dad is probably in Ghana, you may want to choose the Ghanaian number. And then the email address is not really necessary. For your mother as well, so that is the full name of your mother, the nationality, probably Ghanaian, the postal address. Here I will use the PO box. PO box, let's say. Okay, then residential address, I'll go for, enter the right one as well. Then the hometown where your mom is, I will go for the same. Yeah, and then you can actually ignore the phone number. You don't need to necessarily enter that. You can proceed without it. Then name of one grandparent. So let me say grandparent, full name, and then if living, yes, the nationality. And so let's choose a different option. So let's say if your grandparent is not living, you have the option to enter their last known address. So here I'll go for this, and then a hometown, enter the right one, and you're good to go. Go to next. Okay, sorry, nationality, Ghana. And if you're a dual citizen, you choose. If not, if you have only Ghanaian citizenship, you go for that. And then we go to next. Here you want to select the official document that is going to accompany your application. So which document will show your citizenship or your proof of citizenship? So I'm going to just use my old passport and then select the same from here, and then you enter the details of that. So the passport, I'll go for G. That is my passport number. The date issued, you can choose that, and then you choose the year, then you choose the day, then that's good. Then the place issued probably is Accra, because that's where we get our passport issued. Then we go to next. Then you want to enter a guarantor. It can be somebody in Ghana or Korea. This doesn't really matter. So you enter the person's name. Let's say just any name. And the residential address, I will use Accra. So you use the right address anyway. So I'll go for PO box. And then here, if it's in Ghana, of course, because the address is in Ghana, I want to use the Ghanaian number. Then occupation, civil servant, the email address, and then at Yahoo, Gmail, use the right one. And then the second guarantor. So let's say person's name and the residential address. Let's say And then let's go for the postal address. The box. And then if in Ghana, Ghanaian phone number. Then we go to the occupation. If the person is an engineer, choose that, and their email address. Then we can go to next. So this is where you want to verify whether or not you've already applied for a passport or you're applying for a new one. So if you've already had a passport, then we choose this. And if it's not missing, it means that you can attach it to the application. So you have it attached, or then it's lost, you choose this option. Then you want to give consent if you are applying for, let's say, your son or daughter, or you are a guardian to a minor. You want to fill this form. If not, we can just move ahead and continue with the form. And here you want to provide the name of a witness who is in Korea. So it has to be somebody of a high rank. Here I'm going to put just somebody's name, and then you choose the person's occupation. If the person is a commanding officer of the armed forces and stuff like that, I'll just choose probably a registered businessman. So just choose that, and then maybe the person is the CEO of the business, and I'm going to choose, let's say, Paju, and the address. So enter the address. If the address are the same, I will just repeat that, and the phone number.
For those who do not have any witness, kindly choose senior civil or public servant and use and Ghana Embassy, Seoul for the address.
Then we can go to next. Then here you want to verify or confirm that the information you provide is accurate. It's punishable by law if you provide a false information. So be sure that whatever you're providing is actually your true information. If that is true, then confirm and submit the form. So this is the form. It tells you that you have to pay 156,000 because of the 32 pages that we had chosen, and then we can view the application and print it. So here we see all the details that we had supplied. Go through this to make sure that the information you provided is correct, is accurate, and it represents your official data. Once that is done, we can just move away from that. And then next, you want to continue, and congratulations, you are done with the application. You can click on finish. Then once this is done, the last thing you want to do is to book an appointment with the embassy. So go to appointment, back to the initial page, click on appointment, then enter your name. So I'm just going to enter my first name, and then here's your family name or your surname. So let's say that, and then you want to choose, we are applying for a passport, so passport application. And then here, application center is Seoul. Our email address, enter your valid email address. Please, it has to be the same one you use in the application. And then your phone number. Make sure at least that it is active so that you can receive some message on it. And then the application reference, we can get that from the summary of application if you don't remember. So here you have the serial number that is the same as the application reference. You can copy that, and then you can paste it in here. Then the next is that you pick a date and time. So you can choose the time first, and then you choose the date second. So for time, I'm going to choose 11 o'clock, and date, I'm going to choose 26. So choose any, and then you can choose for the next month and the next month. But preferably, make sure that you are choosing within 1 month of the payment of the application fee. So I'm going to choose February 9th. And then if that is done, we book an appointment. And yes, this is done. You can print this page or screen capture the page just for reference sake. And then we are completely done with this. Make sure that you visit the embassy on this day and this time for your biometric data to be taken and for you to submit your supporting document and the payment slip.
When paying for the processing fee, please use the application reference number and name as the bank reference. Also, passport application processing would only start on receipt of the hard copy of your passport application form together with all required supporting documents at the embassy. The following are checklists of the documents you need to present for your biometric data capture. Please go through each of the categories to make sure that you have the appropriate documents before submitting your passport applications.
So with that, congratulations, this is completed and all the best. If you have any further concerns or if you're not able to finish up to this stage of the video, you can always contact us on the front desk with the numbers that we provide with this video. So thank you very much and all the best.